Okay, you guys. So, today's message is not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for my lone wolves. You guys know I love you guys. I created my TikTok especially for my outcasts, my lone wolves, my collective. Regardless of what title you use, I'm going to address my lone wolves. I don't know what other titles you guys use, but in my platform, I love using this term. I know not everybody's okay with that, but this message for my lone wolves, for my spiritual warriors, for my collective that never gave up, even when the whole world wanted you to sink. And I saw 55, and gosh, they tried. They tried to bury you, not knowing that you were a seed. At first, you didn't know which way was up. You thought the world probably was against you because of everything, every single chaos that happened. The dirt being thrown on you, you feeling like you were drowning, not knowing which way was up. And when that sun started coming out, you started growing. And the more you started growing, the more dirt they started pouring over you. Whether this was when you were a child, teen, young adult, as an adult, or a senior, it doesn't matter at what point in time, it really feels like this collective that I'm speaking to had a soul contract. Because you guys, my lovely lone wolves, my alphas, my spiritual warriors, you guys didn't give up. 211. Even when people kept beating you down, every single time you were trying to come up, every single time you were trying to breathe, every single time you were trying to make it. In your soul contract, what it feels like. It feels like you were excited about coming here and living that trauma and going through it all because you knew you got this. You've done it past lives if you believe in reincarnation. If not, this doesn't apply. 0303. Let it fly. So you were excited because you knew in your heart, 311, that you can make it and you can save people in the way. They let us know that it was hard, that it broke a lot of people. But my cocky collective, you knew you got this in the bag. 333, baby. You knew that everything that happened was not gonna break you. Those were lessons that you had to learn, and you learned. And no matter who tried to change people's perspective, you stayed to yourself, focused on yourself, and in your own path. A lot of us were still questioning whether or not we are right, on the right path, if we are correct, if we're wrong, if like we're still at 411 asking the universe, our spirit team, source, our ancestors for some guidance, our angels, our demons, whomever you believe in. I don't judge, I love you all. 421. You were asking because we are all here to do better. It doesn't matter what you believe in. The fact that you are trying to do better and that you're here watching me, it should tell people something. You're not as bad as people 444, as people tried to make you out to be. You're just in the middle ground. And whether you see yourself more as light or more as darkness, it doesn't matter. We're all here in the middle ground. the way that you portray yourself is the way that the world made you feel. 0505. But you are in the middle ground. You are right. You are doing everything as you should. You are balancing your darkness and your light as you should. As that spiritual warrior showing other people, why does the universe choose you? Why did God choose you? Because you're obeying not only the signs, but your feelings within. If it doesn't feel right, you don't do it. You don't say it, even if you want to. And some people might take that as, you not communicating or you not trying. But there's a thin line, 555, between breaking somebody with the truth that they can't handle or just doing what's right for you at the moment. 611. Because we all came here to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And for my spiritual warriors that have been trying and questioning, still kind of like confused if you're doing the right thing, if you're believing in the right things, if you're practicing the right things, the answer is yes. You are correct. Because you know that there's room for improvement. You know that you have this connection with Source, God, the universe, your ancestors, whomever you believe in. And I'm hearing, we believe in you too. You believe in them just as much as they believe in you. Do you hear me? Let me say that again for those of you that did not hear me. Are you here with me? Are you listening to me? They believe in you too. So who against you? You already know you got this. All of those things that the world, the matrix, society is trying to make you worry about, there's a solution. And if there isn't, there's no point in worrying. You are showing people everything from the ground up, because that's where your team is going to take you, all the way up. Baby steps. We had to learn how to crawl before we can walk. Not me, I actually started running before I started crawling. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are so impatient. That's why you guys started healing at record speed, 0808. You invested so much time and love and effort into yourself that people took that as being cocky, as being on a high horse, as being stuck up, as being fake, as being whatever image they have that's wrong. Because you're just balanced. You love yourself, but that doesn't mean you have to dim your light for anybody. You have an ego, you know how to use it, but you're not going to use it with somebody who's going to get triggered because you understand. And at the end of the day, you are that mirror for people. You are their lesson or their blessing. And there's a thin line between letting it go and standing up for yourself, speaking up, or acting. And sometimes, we had to mess it up in 0909 in order to learn. Like, that's the only way we were going to learn. Because some of us aprendemos a chingadazos, we like to fuck around and find out, and that's how we actually remember. And I learned every lesson. So to this collective, you guys literally think, or some of you, all of you, I don't know how many of you, but I feel like a lot of you guys think that you guys are always surrounded by death and stuff like that, and people just drop like flies. But in reality is you have an angel of death. They take care of you. You could call it a demon, you could call it an angel of death, you could call it whatever you want. I feel like a personal bodyguard. Call it karma if you want. That's my favorite. Like, we are literally representing karma because of this protector, this guardian. You could call it your ancestor, you could call it somebody that passed, because I'm also feeling that type of energy. But this angel of death, demon, protector, guide, what, it's more like protector, not a guide. But they have been watching people's actions. They have been evaluating, they have been watching over you, protecting you, keeping you safe. And a lot of these people that did not have their best intentions, or people that were going to get in the way of your path, they had to exonate them. 1111. And some of these people, we saw their good sides, you know? A lot of these people, not every single one of them, I'm not going to say, because I know that there's some people in there that, you know, we did lose because it was their time, but there's a lot of souls in the mix that it wasn't their time, but they intervened, which made it their time. And every time that happens, I feel like there was a switch in either your reality or in memories or stuff like that. I also feel like they protect you in the dream world, astral world, in every single dimension, in the matrix, outside the matrix. Like, it's it's hard to explain this concept because I don't come across many people that have a guardian like I do. Um, so the fact that my collective obviously has one, it tells me that you guys literally had to go through everything in order to stay humble, to learn what the darkness was, in order to get a taste of everything before you hit that success mark, before you hit your goals. Because it, like, I don't know if I said this before, but it's also giving me like Slim Shady vibes. You know, your testimony, the way he was here and now he's up here, like, that's all you, dude. That's you. 311. There's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna have to, you know, write it down, take notes, take pictures, keep tabs on all those hard things, because one day when you make it to the top, you're gonna have this proof of, look, if I 333, again with the 333s, like, I made it, so can you. Like, you're gonna be that inspiration for a lot of people, for a lot of kids, a lot of young adults, a lot of lone wolves that are still lost, that are still feeling bad that people are saying that we are wolves in sheep's clothing, when in reality we were never supposed to be hiding who we were, because we serve a purpose to the balance of life. 411. Whatever you are, you may not consider yourself a lone wolf, but whatever you are, you hold a purpose to the balance of life. There is good and there is bad. But the point is always trying to be better than you, no one else. And that's where my collective comes into play. Because you're showing people you're not competing against anybody, 444, just yourself. You are that inspiration people were waiting for. You are that inspiration people are looking up to already. You are going places. Places that you never thought you would. And I know I've said this before, but that's the whole point of why these tests are so hard. Because you need to learn all of these things, all of the dangers, all of everything. So it doesn't happen when you're a big fish. Because when you're a big fish, baby, there's going to be more people against you. There's going to be more hate. There's, like I've said before, there's going to be tabloids, newspapers, news, like literally posts, pictures, more than just work gossip. More than just that. So this 555, it's preparing you for that. For you to be able to be in the spotlight and act accordingly. And from that spotlight, you will be able to help more people. But we can't give you the spotlight until you are 100% ready. 1616. So, ready or not, your resting period is now over. That was a good resting period, but we have to get back to business. We have to get back to learning and making more mistakes. And I feel like building up the courage for something. There's a leap there that I'm feeling, like that little push that you need. Because everything's gonna change one day, and all these learning experiences are just getting you ready. Okay, now we're going in circles. So I'm going to end it there, and I hope that this helps you guys. 1717. And stay woke. Love y'all. Good luck.